Let's take you live to SAFA House.
Hello everybody. First of all, I have to say to be very happy here in South Africa. Why? Because first I think this is a great country. Nice to be here, but also on the football level there is some potential. Secondly, during the negotiations I felt what the project was of this country, and this is something I liked very much.
Just a moment, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your phones on silent or on flight mode, please. Thank you.
Modern times. So I love the project. It's nothing that people are asking me that I need results tomorrow, but I need to work in the future and trying that South Africa becomes a big nation in Africa. And it was for me in the past a little surprise. So when we are talking about Africa football in Belgium, in Europe, we are thinking about Senegal, we are thinking about Ivory Coast, we are thinking about Nigeria. And then, okay, we are thinking about South Africa, but for us, the big nations are the other countries. And I felt that SAFA wanted to be with them. And this is a huge work to do, but it's also a fantastic experience for me. And that's why I'm happy to be here, and I'm ready to begin at that huge work to do. I will be here in South Africa till the 24th of May. Why? You know, we are living in the world of COVID. And I get already my first vaccination in Belgium. And I will have the second one in June, beginning of June, 4th of June. And I think and I hope that you understand that I will go back to Belgium to receive my second vaccination. So I will be protected. And also, when I see what will happen in the next months, we will have to travel a lot. So I don't want to be sick. Not for myself, but also for South Africa. If you have a coach who will have COVID and he will be 1 month out, or in the worst case, he will not even be here anymore in this world. So I think you understand me that I want to go back to Belgium to receive my second vaccination. It's very important for me. So what will happen then with the games we will play in June? They will be done by my assistants. So there will be a Belgian assistant. I will talk about him a little bit later. And that will be done by the South African assistant. I will talk to you from him a little bit later too. What will I do? Surely I will monitoring the games in June. That is for sure. I will analyze them because this is very important. And I will discuss it with my assistants from Belgium. I don't need really to be here for those games because I have confidence in my assistants and they will do it very well. I also analyze the games of the league here, and it's a little bit a pity that we are on the end of the competition. I think there are only 3 or 4 games, but even those games I will try to monitoring and see and know the players who are playing here, because it will be very important in the future. Maybe there are some players who will be ready to come with Bafana Bafana. So therefore it's very important that we are making, or that we are looking at their games, and maybe we find some new players. Also in July there is the Olympic Games. They asked me, Coach, will you do that? I said, no, I will not do that. Why? I need to have respect for the coach who qualified the U23 for Japan. I will not come now and put him out and say I will do it. I have confidence with him. I will have a meeting in the next days with him. We will discuss about it. But he is the coach of the Olympic game, of the Olympic team, of the U23. So I think he needs the respect to coach them also in Japan. And I will be monitoring the games. There will be no problem. I will be in contact with him. But he will stay the coach. He will be the coach of this team. And I think I have to respect that. That's why I will not coaching the Olympic team, the U23, but it will be the coach of that team. Why I wanted absolutely a South African coach. You know, he will be the one who will be a great help to me in the first weeks, the first month. Because he knows African football, he knows African players, he knows the culture. He will help me a lot. Even when I have the experience of Africa with Cameroon, this is a different country, with different things, with different culture also. So he will help me a lot. And that's why next to my Belgian coach, assistant coach, I needed a South African coach. I will also put my experience to him, because there is something like Chan or Kosovo or Mandela Cup. He will coach that. But I will put my experience. So I think there will be a good connection between Bafana Bafana and the other teams. Teams who will play in Shan, who will play in the other competitions. But not only that, there will be connection with other coaches too. My U24, about 23, U21, I think it's very important to have a global view on what happens beneath Bafana Bafana. And it will be important also for the future that I following that, and that I can choose and I can decide this is a player for Bafana Bafana. My Belgian assistant is not here for the moment because he's still working in Cyprus. He plays with his team next Sunday, the cup final. So, and afterwards he will come to South Africa and he will be here to coach together with the South African assistant coach to coach those 2 games in June. We were looking for opponents. So we will see which teams of which countries we will play them. His name is Chedo Janewski. You will tell me, Coach, this is not a Belgian name, and you are right. So he's from Macedonia, but he's living already, I think, 25 years, 30 years in Belgium. He was a player before. He played in Bruges, in Belgium. He was married with a Belgian, so he's Belgian. He talks English, he talks French, he talks Dutch. So there will be no problem for languages. There will be no problem for experience. He was coach from Bruges, I think now, nearly 20 years ago. He won the cup with Bruges. He was coach in Greece. He was the coach of the national team of Macedonia. So I think he's an experienced coach. And I have to say, I have to be honest, he's a friend of mine. So the working together will be 100%. I know him a very long time. And I'm very happy that the committee agreed that I bring this Belgian coach with me. I think he will arrive at the end of next week. About the South African assistant, I'm discussing now, I'm analyzing now with the committee who will be. So I can't tell you who, but it will be in the next days. I think it will be a declaration of who will be the South African coach. And again, he will be important. And when you're talking about, and it's the same for the Belgian coach, when you're talking about an assistant coach, the accent is on coach, not assistant. It's not like the old-fashioned assistant coach who putting the cones and the lines and everything on the field, and then the head coach is coming and he's giving training. I will not give him much training, because I think the most important thing when you have training is observing what's happening on training. So they will have to work. They will not be someone who is there and who will have no responsibility. No, they are coaches. And that's why it's so important that when you choose one, that you make the right choice. So we made already the choice because the committee has confidence in me about Chedwianewski, but about the South African coach, I think we have to negotiate, we have to discuss, and we have to take the right decision. I think this is a little bit what I have to say now, and I'm waiting on the questions if there are some questions to ask.
Thank you very much, Coach. Let's now open the floor for questions. If you can just say your name, your organization, and let's